Count it down. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, this is James with Tor Works. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Tor Works. Today coming from the elementary school my kids go to. I wanted to talk to you today about, is Turo a scam? So let's go over 3 ways that Turo could be a scam. Number 1, this is the biggest reason that Turo can scam you, is just like Airbnb or VRBO or Uber, your results may vary greatly. So we have over 300 trips and we maintain a 4.9 star rating out of 5. We go the extra mile to make sure our guests have a great experience, and we have very good reviews from our clients. That is not the same with everybody. So one of the ways that you can ensure that you have a good experience is to check and make sure that the reviews that you're looking at are legitimate. A lot of people get interested with Turo and they say, well, hey, I've got an extra car and I want to make some money. So what they'll do is they'll put their car on Turo and forget about it. Or they'll put their car on Turo, rent it out once or twice, and really not have a good experience themselves. And so then they don't really follow through. So you can get the owner who just is really not paying attention to you and not running it like a business, not running it like Turo should be run. And so that can cause a lot of people some consternation when you're trying to rent a car. You're expecting a rental experience like you've had previously with Enterprise, with Avis or Hertz, and it's not the same experience. I would argue that it can be a way better experience, but that's not always the case. And so when you're looking to avoid the Turo scam that I see on YouTube videos, make sure you rent from somebody that knows what they're doing. Now, I'm not saying that if they have a car and there's only one rating or one review, that's not someone that you could trust. What you need to do is you click on the driver's profile, look at them. They should have an explanation about who they are, how long they've been doing this. You should see how many trips they've had total. Now, my first trip was good, and your renters might be the best people, but there's a lot to say for people that have experience and have done this before that can make it into a smooth, comfortable thing. Another mark that you want to look at is as you're communicating with them. Number 1 is communication. If you communicate well, Turo is simple. You know what to expect and there's no questions. It's the best. If you don't know what to expect, then things get a little bit dicey and you start getting concerned. You're about to get on an airplane to fly across the country and you don't know what to expect when you land. That is not a good Turo experience, and that leads to some people calling it a scam. So the biggest thing to do is look for the right renters. You want people that have rented before. Even if that car maybe only has 1 or 2 ratings, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. If the owner of the car who's renting it out to you has a lot, go for it. They're good stuff, okay? And then the second thing that you want to check is their communication. As long as they're communicating well, then that's going to reassure you. The last thing is inexperienced renters is they have the habit of leaving crap in the car. Nothing, I've rented from Turo as a renter several times. Nothing is worse than getting in a car and seeing like some jackets or just crap, like this is you're renting the car. There should be nothing in the car. Keychains bug me. If there's like some weird dongly keychain or something, it needs to be clean and crisp and sanitized. And so those are some things to look out for that can sometimes result in less than excellent user experience. Reason number 2. This is a big one. Other reason that people sometimes call Turo a scam is they do not read the rules. They do not have an understanding of how Turo works, what they should expect as a renter, and they go back to that same mentality of, hey, last time I rented a car from Hertz, I returned it in crappy condition, scratched it. You don't return the car the same way that you do when you're renting it from another person, not a company, but just another individual. And so some people have that expectation of, hey, I just want to drop the car off and not worry about it again. Some Turo owners are better at this than others. Some are able to react to that. All of our cars, we have unlimited cleaning plans, so we give you the ability to wash the car for free, to vacuum it out, and then we're not dicks. We're not like trying to screw people out of their money just for some rocks on the floor or something, But the biggest way that you can prevent this from happening is to take pictures before the trip starts. We take anywhere from 30 to 60 photos every single trip. I take pictures of every single tire. I take pictures of the rims. I take pictures of all the angles of the car. Inside the car, I take pictures. And that is not as like a way for me to catch you. All I'm trying to do is document the condition that I gave it to you. You get that car, it behooves you to do the same thing. Otherwise, a dishonest host could say, oh yeah, there's a scratch on my rim, and these are $400 rims, and whatever. And they could try to pin that on you. I would say that's the vast minority. That's very uncommon to have happen. But the only way that you will be able to protect yourself is by getting a picture or even a video. A video can work as well. There's not a place to upload a video, but if you have that, you can submit that after. Number 2 reason is just being familiar with how Turo works. Take a few minutes and read through the terms of service. You saw it online, you Googled it, and you're like, hey, this is cheaper. I can get a freaking sweet car that I can't get from Hertz, or this car is $100 cheaper. That's no lie. $100 cheaper a day. And so you're like, I just want to hop on here and get this car and drop it off and treat it like a normal rental car. Maybe you need to look at kind of what the policy is. This is a sharing community. Somebody that you talk to and meet is going to clean this car up, and they own it. It's their personal property. So the reason number 2 is just not having good expectations of knowing what to expect when you rent from Turo. So take a moment, look over the terms and conditions, just so you have an idea what you signed up for. As an owner, to help your renters do this, just tell them. Make a message. We use Street Smarts, and please look below for a discount on getting your first month free if you want to try that. But we tell them exactly what to expect, and we've standardized it so that all of our renters know what exactly they're getting into, what kind of car it is, what our rules are, the fees are, everything. And that is the biggest way to prevent those kinds of concerns. If you are renting it, go ahead and take a look at the terms and conditions, and then just take pictures of the car's condition. If it's dirty when you got it, don't expect to bring it back clean. If there's a scratch on the wheel or there's a scratch on the door, you don't have to really be worried about it. Just take a picture of it, and then you can submit that later. You can upload that in the app, and then you're covered. I don't care if my renter takes any photos, because I've taken dozens and dozens of photos of my car's condition before the trip and uploaded them, so they can look at it and say, well, this picture over here has a scratch on the door, and I look outside, hey, there's a scratch on the door. That stuff happens. It's not a big deal, but as long as you document it, then that is really the best thing that you can do to look after yourself. Reason number 3, while people sometimes think that Turo is a scam, is insurance claims. Insurance. So if you get into a car accident, they don't understand kind of what the rules are. If you crash the car and you didn't pay for insurance through Turo, then it's going to go off of your personal insurance. This is something that people don't really have that concept of when they rent that car. Some credit card companies have rental agreements for rental cars, and they'll have some protections. They may or may not work on Turo depending on how their policies are. If it's considered a car sharing, then they might have different policies for that than a normal, like our American Express Platinum, for example. It's really incumbent upon you to cover yourself, right? So I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube and comments on Facebook regarding this. Hey, this is a scam. I'll never do this again. And then you come to find out, well, yeah, you crashed into a curb and you put a bend, a crack in the fender, or you road rashed the crap out of the rims, and now you're complaining because you're getting charged when you declined the insurance that Turo all but mandates now. They really want you to pay for the insurance. To protect you, to have a nice user experience. There's all sorts of ways that you can protect yourself, and just know that when you decline all the insurance and then you hit a deer or something, that's on you, So that's kind of how that works, and really the way that you prevent that is by only accepting the amount of risk that you're comfortable with. You're in a different car than you're used to, may behave differently than you're comfortable with. Be sure that when you get in that car, you just check it over, make sure that it looks safe. All the cars that are supposed to be handed out should be in good condition, right? Should be. But do your due diligence, protect yourself when renting this car. I get as many photos when I'm renting somebody else's car as I do if my own car's going out, because I want to protect myself. And once you have those photos, you can rest assured that you're not going to get screwed, that somebody's not going to find a scratch or a ding or something that was already there, and then you get charged for it. It only takes a few minutes to take some photos as you walk around the car. It protects you and gives you that peace of mind, and then you can have a great Turo experience. Turo has been amazing for us. We've made a lot of money. We just passed 1 year at full time on Turo. We're up to 8 cars down to 6 at one point. We're building back up again. It's been good for us. We've made over $30,000. I get crucified if I say earn $30,000 and people say, well, that's not your profit. That's true. I will do a profit video coming, but we have earned $30,000. We've cash flowed $30,000, over $30,000 this year. It's been a good experience for us, and that's money that we otherwise would not have had. Tax season's coming up. I got a video for that coming on. If you like what we do and you like to support us, then consider supporting us on Patreon. For those of you that are looking at starting, I will take the time to go over your account personally and individually. I'll make you a video. We will guarantee that you get some rentals and make sure that you are in a good spot. And you can go ahead. We already have people that we're doing that with now, and they're having great success. So if you're interested in taking Turo as a full-time gig or a part-time gig and you want to make some money out of this, then consider supporting us on Patreon for some of that one-on-one advice. Subscribe, like, share. We appreciate you guys. Turo's been a great adventure for us. We want you guys to have the same positive experience. If you have experienced Turo scams or things that you think are crap or unfortunate situations that have occurred, then please leave us a comment below and let us know what happened to you, and we'll make sure we cover it so Turo grows as a positive community and that it stays this way for years to come. Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Merry Christmas.